Why don't you come and join us on a Saturday night here at the Super Series? Scan that QR code, takes you over to the Darts World Store website, and you can be here for a Saturday evening of top-class darts. And if you do run an academy, I had an academy here last week, you can head over to an email address which is superseries@modusports.com. Why don't you bring your academy down here for a Saturday night? It really is an intimate venue. I suppose very much like an old school venue, like a circus tavern or a lakeside. So it's certainly one to tick off your darting bucket list, that's for sure. And tickets, I assume, are still on sale for Saturday night's fire. So if you do want to be here this weekend, you can be at any which weekend. Next up for us, Josh McCarthy. Great to see Josh back. The 29-year-old Swindonian making his third appearance here, 3 years after his previous one up against Danny Truman, the 47-year-old from Macduff, making his debut here at the Super Series, and very much has been a revelation over the course of the last 3 days or so. Finished fourth in Group A, was the unlucky one on that gaggling around 16, 18 points to miss out on Group B. But a new day held a brand new opportunity. As a Josh, speaking to him earlier, this is an opportunity that he's very much relishing. Back after a bit of a time away. Darts saying a little bit different for him now. It's more of a hobby he enjoys as opposed to anything more serious.
76.
But he's looking forward to being back here on the big stage and seeing how he can mix it with the big guns.
Yeah, really good dart player. Josh, been around for an awful long time.
83.
One of those you meet in the darting community, and he becomes a friend and stays a friend for an awful long time.
100.
I actually put a post on my social media today. 12 years ago to this very day, we were having a picture together. Me being a Speedway fan, as Josh and his whole family
85.
are. They were Swindon Robin fans. Unfortunately, Swindon no longer running, but back 12 years ago they were. And I met the guys numerous occasions, and they were riding the Pirates,
58.
so popped up to see them up there. Really good family. Dad Neil, an avid Swindon Robins fan. Sad that their Speedway team has gone for the time being. There's kind of rumours that they're going to try and find a new location for a track and everything, but fingers crossed that happens. But it's once those Speedway tracks go, they don't often come back.
125.
Well, McCarthy first to a finish, but Truman can leave it more handy here.
59. Josh will require 142.
Danny's scoring has been really good this week. It's that part on the outer ring. He just hasn't kind of mastered it. When he does, and he does like 4 from 6, he wins the games comfortably.
45.
Danny, sure he's fully aware of it. And sometimes when you're fully aware of that situation, it makes it harder to rectify.
It's that whole idea of not trying too hard. So that was almost a case of being too good with the 134. So McCarthy back here for 97 to take out the opening leg and to get himself back on the horse here at the Live Lounge after a 3-year absence.
57. Danny, you require 20.
2 10s. Chasing 5s.
Game shot on the first leg.
And getting the breaker throw which he needs to win this match right from the very outset.
Second leg, Danny to throw first. Game on.
Josh from part of the world where there's a lot of darting history, the Swindon area. Likes of Lee Evans in the more recent times.
140.
Haynes. We've been through the doors here. Jack Tweddle. And there's probably dozens I've left out. And if I have left you out, I do apologise.
Yeah, Swindon home of the Magic Roundabout, but also a conveyor belt of great darting talent.
125.
Oh, I forgot Tomo. He used to be in the PDC. Sorry, Tomo, if you're watching. Dennis Smith.
140.
Well, Anderson was up around there for a while.
Well, for Josh McCarthy, first time here in 3 years, but not the
57.
first time since then we've seen him on the telly. He's a big Arsenal fan, is Josh, so I'm sure he's very happy this week. In fact, they won the Premier League title. Now, he was pictured
60.
on a major TV broadcaster when Arsenal were playing Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup. Now, that game went to a penalty shootout. And when
99.
Crystal Palace scored one of their penalties, you know how they do on TV. You've done enough TV to know how TV works, Scott. They'll cut to a fan of one club and cut to a fan of another club. Well, Josh McCarthy was the Arsenal supporter in question they cut to when
Danny
Crystal Palace scored a
80.
crucial penalty.
Oh, I bet that face was a beaut.
Probably the one time I've seen him not happy.
60.
As Truman misses a dart at tops there to go 2-0 to the good. I mean, there's just a little bit of a discrepancy here in terms of the scoreboard. Josh just checking what he's on and what is left. Now, Josh is rather experienced in terms of his format, even if he hasn't been here for a few years. So he knows exactly what the crack and what the deal is. And he leaves himself on 161 to level up at one apiece. He's not going to take it out, and so Truman will be back. Free in hand, a double 10
105.
to double his
Danny required
advantage.
20.
Now chasing fives.
Game shot on the
And
second
just like in the previous
Danny
leg,
Truman.
finding fives.
Third leg, Josh 2 for row first. Game on. $91.
But speaking of Josh this morning, as you say, you got any kind of expectation? No, he's just going to take every game as it comes, but could do with winning the $5,000 on
100.
Saturday because he's got a wedding to pay for. Now, I've never been married, but I've heard they're meant to be quite expensive.
140.
Well, they weren't back in the day when I got married. I didn't think, although I felt that was expensive for the day, but I now look back and I think, nah, I got away with it.
135.
We had a lavish sit-down meal for 120 and all that. Whole shooting match, $3,500. Lovely. It's not about the money. It's about the lady you're
140.
marrying anyway. It's not about the money. For me, I'm very lucky. It was the best decision I ever made in my life.
96.
And we celebrate our
Joshua required
35th wedding
130.
anniversary at the end of October.
Well, the little fish off the cards of
94.
McCarthy. Truman here
Danny, you require
looking
170.
at the big fish to put himself 3-0 to the good. Another one of them. Leaves himself the bull.
136.
To wide of the mark. Now, Josh McCarthy hasn't had a double in this
Joshua
contest so
required
far.
36.
That's going to change here. Now he moves across. The tricky little switch.
James on the third leg.
Made
Josh
rather
McCarthy.
effectively.
Fourth leg, Danny 2 for row first. Game on.
Reaction there to a 170 miss from Truman. Looks like he should have thrown it with his left hand, not his right, was what he was instigating.
58.
Maybe he's one of those ambidextrous players.
$41.
Josh McCarthy using a barrel that looks very similar to an old NVG barrel.
That is because it is.
Do you know anybody else that used to use an old
98.
NVG barrel? Very good.
Reece Colley,
Yes.
Alex Moore,
Yes.
100.
I'm assuming there's somebody else I've not mentioned.
Yeah. Justin Hood.
Of course, of course. World Championship quarterfinalist Justin Hood.
Doesn't probably use it now.
140.
Well, I'm hoping he's not because I think his manufacturer would have a couple of issues with that.
Exactly.
Yeah, hoping to see Justin
41.
kick on this year. Obviously, I know he made the quarterfinals of the world, but you know what I mean in terms of Pro Tours and stuff like that. Just having a look at the race to the Players' Championship.
87.
He's currently in 27th spot. Looks rather comfortable in terms of qualifying through to that. In fact, a few Super Series players in line to qualify for that. Derek Coulson's on the bubble. He's in the 64th and final position. The likes of Martin Drax, Scott
95.
Waits, Joe Hunt.
Danny, you require 118.
Looks like he's pretty much in that tournament now.
Yeah, there used to be a little wrangle around the Dorset Somerset area about who was the best player in the counties. Was it Justin Hood or was it me? I put my arm
44.
around him at Ali Pally this year. I said, I think I've worked it out. It's definitely you. He was brilliant.
Yeah, quarter-finalist. Lost to Gary Anderson in the last 8. Former weekly winner here.
No disrespect to Gary Anderson. That was probably a more winnable game for him than
74.
the others.
Danny, you require
It's
74.
a tough gaggle of players to try and get through that stage of the tournament. 12 scored, so 62 left. Double 12 leaves double 13. And the double
48.
13 just clips the wire.
Josh, you require 150.
Yeah, horrible deflection for him. 86 left. You got that right, Josh. Oh, you got that right too.
118. Danny, you
Pressure
require
applied to this double
26.
13 of Truman.
Decent guy. Can he just flick it off the barrel? Yes, he
James
can.
on the 4 flag.
And the
Danny
Scot
Truman.
one away from picking up an
5th
opening
leg,
win.
Josh to Faro first. Game on.
He was the bookmaker's favourite, 11-5, before a dart was thrown to go on and win this Group C. But this, I think, is how
140.
much respect the name Josh McCarthy has, is because he's not played here for 3 and a bit years, but yet the bookies still had him 4-1 third favourite to win the group before a dart was thrown.
125.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from Josh McCarthy. Just because you 3-1 up on him, you've got to keep producing because Josh will.
140.
I think he was in the England youth setup as well while I was in the seniors. Was Josh. Just a truly likeable person.
91.
A damn good dart player.
You know, I first met Josh back in the Southampton days, the old Live League, and yeah, really nice bloke, tremendous company, I have to
Josh
say.
require 90.
Bull. Well,
41.
that was to save the match. This for
Danny, you
Truman to win.
require
It could be a
56.
potential 11 darter to get it wrapped up. Boys average up to around 97 and change.
Game shot.
And he
and
has
a
won
match.
it inside
Danny
4
Truman.
visits. An 11 darter will get the job done for Danny Truman. The bookmaker's favourite to win this Group C is off to a winning start. He beats Josh McCarthy by 4 legs to 1. Decent game that. Truman averaging just over the 96 mark, 4 from 10 in terms of doubling. Just had a little bit too much in terms of scoring power for Josh. Coming up next, Arna Spey takes on Lloyd Walker.